welcome everybody to Put It on the Table. I know you guys, I saw all of your reactions on the first episode. Super excited for you guys to join us in this second episode. And I'm going to say, for 2025, we have so many things that we're going to be doing that I'm super excited that this show is part of Cardboard Cave, that we're going to bring you more board game content. And obviously, I'm not the man for that. I am the man that's going to talk to you about Gundam and Magic the Gathering. That's all. So let's bring our host of Put It on the Table. For now, I'm the host for this episode, but for the future third and continuously moving forward of Put It on the Table, the host, the one and only John.
What up, guys?
I expected a more like, what up, guys?
If I go like that, I'd probably wake up the neighbors. I don't want to try that luck.
Oh, okay. Man, people sleep with chickens.
This one sleep with a dog that they scream louder, and then apparently they will scream louder than us. So I'm not gonna argue with them.
Okay. So John, I gotta say, let me see if I do have another open window. Yes, I do. Okay. So I do gotta tell you, man, that when we started recording the first episode, when we finished recording, one of the things that we said to each other is that, man, will the people like this show? You know, especially it's just an intro. It was just an intro, an introduction video, and we were like, I don't know. It might be good. It might be not good, but I gotta say, it people went in to see it, and people actually enjoyed it. And I hope that in future videos there's more comments. Obviously, in this case that we're getting, it is just an intro videos of what this show is going to be. But I do hope that in future videos we can get like more comments and more viewers that get interested in board games. And before we talk about content, recently you provided a demo in Titan Games Rio Piedras. That's their new store. If you guys want to check them out, go to their Facebook page, Titan Games, and all of the addresses and everything will be there. But you did get to provide a demo for Infinity by Corvus Belli, and as well Socieda Games. I think that I'm saying it right. I hope so. Socieda Games was as well there. They are. He is the DM that will join us in the gamer spot. That's one other thing. Before John tells us his experience, on December 22nd, you have a mission, and your mission is to make it to Plaza del Caribe en el Pasillo de Mesalve. If you're from Puerto Rico, aquí en Ponce, because the gamer spot is active and ready. John will be giving a class on how to paint figures. I wish I could be getting that class because I don't know how to paint figures. I can put like red dabs and gold dabs like I did to my Warhammer figures. And as well, besides that, John is going to be providing a demo for Infinity as well there. We're going to have a table full with tabletop games like that you guys can rent. In the event, you guys will provide us your driver's license, and we'll provide you the game like that you guys can enjoy it in a table. And as well, us, Cardboard Cave, we will have a tournament, a commander tournament, and our prices are being created by John. John is going to be creating the special 3D printed items for our top 4 players in the event. We're super excited about it. And So many things are going to happen there. And later on, we
Just to
will.
be a little bit mean, it's looking really pretty.
Oh, nice. Um, and as well, we will be announcing other big things for June. We still haven't sat down with the event coordinators, but we have a big surprise for all of you coming June. We're working on a couple of things for at least for all of us as for events, but if the dices roll in our favor, we will have a big surprise for all of you. But let's see what happens. Nothing, John. So you gave the demo. Tell us the experience. How was it? How did the people enjoy the game? Were they into it? And how was your experience giving your first demo for Corvo's Belly?
So the experience was really good. I actually gotta admit, I didn't expect it as much as being something that is a first game brought here to Puerto Rico to actually be demoed to people. So you were just expecting maybe one or two, but we didn't expect it to have at least a large interest to see 6 to 7 people who actually wanted to play the game. Not all of them got to play it, sadly, because, well, some of them had tournaments to go to and, well, they held up. But they were interested on trying to know more about the game, trying to know how it works, how it's the subjects, how they play. The people who gotten to play it, they fell in love with it. And the sentence that they said, once this is in the store, tell me I want it. So it's a fast pace, great game. You have to act in the moment. You don't have nothing of your turn, my turn, not only that. So you're acting, I have a chance to react. So it's been that dynamic and people love how it was going with that game. It was just reaction, reaction. Oh, you're doing this? Let me see if my character sees you or not. They felt like they were in the game so much that even on the littlest of details, they were looking to see if they could get a shot.
That's amazing. I haven't gotten to play it yet. That is something that I really do want to play the game, and something that John and I have already spoken is that one of the contents that we're going to be doing is actually playing Infinity. And we do have content of the unboxing and everything we have not yet edited, but it will be edited to be released this month. Like that, you guys can enjoy that content that John provided to us. Being the fact that John has long time ago, he was part of Jar Gaming. That was my first official gaming page. It's been so long from that point that John recorded everything vertically. So it was funny.
I
It was
had a
funny.
bad habit of knowing which camera angle I had to put it.
But no worries, guys. No worries. That we will. John and I have already. We'll sit down and I will give him the 101 basics on everything like that. He can make all the content for all of you. So yeah. But I'm super excited for Infinity. We've been posting in TikTok. That's one of the things that we've been doing. If you guys follow us on TikTok, we are really close for the 3,000 follower mark. I hope we get it before New Year's 2025. But we've been posting John's figures and as well you will see right now a highlight of the pictures and the a small video of when he was over there in Titan Games for this event. So here they are. And nothing, John. So the experience has been great. Last time you couldn't give your class because of the weather. The weather when I was in Florida. You told me that the weather was horrible, so you couldn't give your class. But we hope that this time he can give his class. Hope that the weather is not that bothersome in this next event. but we're gonna have a lot of fun that day. Now, John, tell me, put it on the table is a concept that you brought in. Like I told you, like, hey, you can do someone like Cardboard Cave, talk about board games that are about to release, news and whatnot. What can the people expect in episode 3 moving forward?
So from episode 3 moving forward, most of the idea is gonna be what's gonna be coming new, what's gonna be a topic that people might be interested about in the board game community, maybe a Kickstarter that's coming out that maybe people might want to know about, some ideas of maybe some tips and tricks that maybe we can teach as well about how to make your sceneries, how to make the figures pop out of the board, and give those perspectives to them, as well as we're going to be also deep diving more about any latest updates that there's going to be doing on the board game community itself. But not only on the board game side, we will also be talking about either skirmishers, war games, anything, like we said it by the title, that we put on the table.
Yeah, that's it. That's great. And as well, we did. I think we spoke like around, I think like 2 days ago or three. I don't remember. But we did speak that you're going to be making content like giving tips and tricks. Like a side of put it on the table. You're going to be like making dedicated videos for giving tips on how to start D&D or how to properly start painting for beginners and for advanced painters. That is something as well that you have spoken. What other things do you think that you're going to be showing the people besides the fact of put it on the table? Because again, uh, if you guys know, John has. I think that if you could put 100%, I would say that 75% are board games, and then you have his room. um.
Yeah.
So are there going to be episodes or videos dedicated to like one board game? Like a classic board game. Let's say, for instance, I don't know. Like Monopolies right now. I'm on the top of my head. So let's say, for instance, hey, we're gonna be unboxing the Game of Thrones Monopoly, and I'm gonna show you what's different between the original Monopoly and this Monopoly.
That is a good point. But in our cases, we can also go with, what was hyped on that time. So maybe in a moment like we have seen before, maybe Steam Forge games. We could talk about, for example, maybe when they started Dark Souls, how was the hype on that train when they started making video games become on board games, and then how that trend became now what we know, all this other board games that have been coming from the video game perspectives now that we are having available for people who not who are fans of the games, have them maybe join also our side in the board game community.
Okay. And John, I know that certain board games bring or use cards, like DC deck building game. The miniature game from Power Rangers uses cards, that each Ranger and bad guy has a deck. Even the Devil May Cry game that we played last time has a deck of cards. And I remember that John was like, yeah, John is gonna like this. John is gonna like it because he likes TCG games. He likes to do crazy shenanigans. And yeah, that's what happened while playing Devil May Cry.
Yep, that was his ambition. So yeah, we're also gonna find those types. We also will find those type of games because for every person there is something available. And I know that, like you said, yours is card games, and we will find many more that you won't expect that are actually in the list.
Amazing. And as well, we are the next year has not even started, and we are already talking about collaborating with a couple of people that you got to meet in the gamer spot last time. So you got to meet Sosetta Games, that he is DM, Dungeon Master, and he told he is in talk with us, like that we can collaborate. So that's something that we're really into, because we want to bring different stories. For us in Cardboard Cave, like we already spoke that we're going to be doing like one shots of the Magic the Gathering, Dungeons and Dragons book, and then we will see if we can find people to have like a moving forward campaign. Um, like that John can be the DM, someone like Critical Role, have people that are determined to stay and join John. I don't know, depending on their availability, like that they can record an hour or 2 hour session, like that we can have a full episode of that. And I know that we've spoken about a lot of things, but how excited are you for this upcoming year? Being the fact that we can't do our looking back because this is the second episode, but how
Yeah, that's
excited
gotcha.
are you for next year? That there's so many things that we have that we're planning, not only for Put It on the Table, we're planning a lot of things for Cardboard Cave, and plus the big event that we're going to be assisting, not assisting, but that we're going to be part of, and all the future gamer spots that are waiting for us this upcoming year.
Well, as you know, I'm always hyped on whatever comes. We just follow the wave and we just have fun with it to the max. And you know that in my cases, I'm a crazy guy. I just go full steam. Whatever we go, we're gonna do everything possible. And bringing this side of the world, we want to make sure that everybody does enjoy this content, enjoy what we do, and become a part of our community. That's what we want to make. So I'm always hyped to bring people to this world. And I hope that the people who are hearing this and are enjoying this, they also bring other people and tell them that this is what we want to do. We want us to be more bigger community and we want each one of us to join this world.
That's amazing. And John, um, what is something that you would like to see happen in your content on Cardboard Cave? What is something that you would like to happen, or what are your goals, at least, for this upcoming year? Because followers, I know that we always want followers, we want subscribers, because that's obviously we want to get monetized one day. One day we would like to be like, yeah, we're monetized and we can, each one can get like a piece of the pie. But at least, what are your goals for Cardboard Cave and Put It on the Table?
So one of my biggest goals is actually to get the content of the creators themselves, give us their opinions, seeing what the progress they did for making their game, give us their hints of how they took their time, what made the design come into fruition, what was the process for them, how did they come up with this to come up for a game, maybe see if we can get unboxings of those games before they even come up on the stores so we can give them those hints of the game. Also, make a playthrough about it so we can have them see how this game might be an attraction for them as well.
Okay, so you want to interview the board game creators and ask them like, hey, this is how was this built? How much blood, sweat, and tears took to create this game?
Did, did you have to sacrifice a goat by any chance?
Yo, yep, that's true. That's so funny. Yo, right now, if what would be a board game that you would recommend right now in this Christmas season? Tell me your top three that you would say, like, if you have somebody that loves board games, this is the top three board games that that you can actually buy right now in Amazon or in any place, and they can enjoy.
Well, it's gonna be funny because if we go with the logic, I'm gonna tell you one that people are gonna say that's a Christmas, even if they don't believe it's Christmas. We have the Die Hard board game. So, guys, if you want to feel like playing the game, feeling the Christmas, let's go with that. That's the first game that I would throw into the table. The second game that I would think about in a manner, I would say was it was one interesting game, but I think I forgot the name. I think it was called Critters. So you're this little creatures that you're the mythical ones that are always hiding in the woods and all that. So you're those creatures that are trying to not let the humans find you.
Okay.
And you go through places, try to make them find hints of you, but never get to caught you. So it gives you that little hidden objective, like, let's say, like Santa likes you to us. So there's that type of game that you can have as well. And a third one I would suggest, let me see on my list of mine. Here. Maybe we can go for an old one. Let me see in the brain here. Okay. There is one. I just forgot the name. That's the only problem. It's about your little trees and you're trying to make them grow, but the purpose of the tree is to also make a shadow. So it's a game that actually plays with that sun trick. The thing is, the bigger your tree grows, the also affects the opponent's trees. So it makes them not keep growing. So it's a family game that you can actually have fun of trying to make that little strategy against your family members.
Oh, that's awesome. We'll post this on TikTok as well, like that. Everybody can know the top three games that they can buy for Christmas. If John remembers the tree game, we'll post it in the captions at least so that you guys can know. And if there was, this will be this will be my final question for you tonight. If you could interview somebody, who would it be? And will you try and see if you can travel to them, like that you can record the video, or at least do the interview? If any way, who would it be? Well, Matthew Mercer's off the list.
Damn it. I was gonna Okay, I'll look at the next option. Let me see. But
I knew you were gonna say him, so that's why I was like, nah, not
hey, with all the respect, that's like Ryan Reynolds for you.
You got a good point. Yeah. But if I were going to choose somebody from Critical Role, I would choose. And tell me the name of the person. I don't remember the person's name. Give me 1 second.
Okay. Well, you have to think about the characters. So tell me a character, and maybe I can tell you a name with it.
That's the thing. I don't remember. Give me a second.
There's Taliesin Jaffe, who's usually in Critical Role is known as a gunner. There's the character who
got it. I got it. If I would interview somebody from Critical Role, it would be Ashley Johnson, hands down.
I would not see why not. In your case,
hands down, Ashley Johnson. No, if If you don't like it, I don't care. Ashley Johnson all the way. For me, she is Bay. She is everything. Um, After that will be Laura Bailey, but don't tell Ashley.
Actually, I hope you're not watching this.
You imagine that this pops goes ahead and gets to Ashley. Jesus, I would be like, oh, instead of this red, I would be the red of your shirt and the red of my banner.
Even redder than that, you will make
Yeah.
Rudolph be jealous of you.
Yeah, do you imagine me telling you guys, like, I just received an email from Ashley Johnson and she wants an interview. I don't know what to do. Somebody wants to do it before instead of me.
No, I'll just be in the background trying to help you.
Yeah, I've interviewed people that I actually admire, and at first you get starstruck, but then you get like the serious face to start working. But I think that the only one that I broke character was when I interviewed Neil deGrasse Tyson. I couldn't keep this straight face, man. That was like Jesus. But yeah, I would totally interview Ashley Johnson, not only because of her voice acting career, but as well for Critical Role. You know, they're gonna celebrate 10 years. They're gonna celebrate 10 years, and I'm gonna ask you a question about that in a second. But they're gonna celebrate 10 years. Critical Role is gonna celebrate 10 years. But I need to first know who you want to interview, John. Who is it? Who is the human? The board game creator, the connoisseur of miniatures, the I lost my words.
Yeah, you lost your train of thought right there after that line. So, if I had the option to ask the first person, I would go first directly with the one person that we actually got the approval of giving the demo in the first place, Carlos Bostria. That would be the first person that would actually try to give a chance to get that chat. Because if we're giving this game a chance, might as well they know who's the creator and how they came up with this idea in the first place. That would be a beginning.
Oh yeah, it would be really interesting. I know that if we asked them, I know that they would take out the time to like give you an interview. We just need to ask. We'll send that email. Don't worry. Well, you can send that email. You're the guy. But I know that I said that was going to be the final question of tonight, but I just reminded myself. Bonus question, bonus round. Damn, I was gonna say a D&D reference and I totally forgot. Oh, there. Take the initiative or check your initiative, something like that.
You can certainly try.
Yeah. So, John, we're about to celebrate 10 years of Critical Role. Critical Role, what is still a very highly watched Twitch show. It became so popular, it became a comic book, Vox Machina. From a comic book, it became Dungeons and Dragons books, but not tied in with D&D. They had their own. It was their own adventure. They had their own miniatures. They had their own Funko Pops before the Funko Pops of the Critical Role TV show from Prime. They have their own. They have their own show, successful Prime show, and as well. Not only that, they have announced that it's going to be 10 years. They're going to celebrate 10 years. And in a interview, Laura Bailey said that there is a surprise for everybody in this celebration. And a lot of people, due to some of the wordings that she used in the interview, it looks like the whole cast are gonna be passing the torch to a different group. I think it makes sense because Matthew Mercer now works 100% with Hasbro in the D&D department. But what are your thoughts? Do you think that it is time to pass the torch? Do you think that the guys and the girls should appear, or the characters should pop out certain times on whatever new adventure the Critical Role is going to take? What do you think about this, and what are your thoughts?
So, on the passing the torch subject, I understand that it is because after 10 years doing their characters, going lines, season by season, having to make other characters, and the process, it kind of gets you after a certain time period. But I understand that they will not be gone. I understand that by the process of how they have done each of their episodes, they always bring back hidden gems from the old seasons. So they will have to be coming back either for an episode, a short part, or even some name that it was famous for them in that episode will appear there. Because they always have to bring something that brings that feeling of your past coming back on there. So I understand that if they do pass the torch, it will be with people that they have done their games before, with other content creators that they see that they love their work and all that, and they will bring them together. Because I've seen how he has done his part of going to other content creators and join on their shows and all that, and he has brought a couple of them to his shows.
And Matthew Mercer actually appears in one of the episodes of Commander at Home, and he plays Commander. So it's really cool to see him play Magic.
Any game that you think of, he's a bigger nerd than us.
Yeah.
Every game that you think of, I love this game and all that, there's a high chance that he actually plays it.
You know what board game I would like to see? I just thought about it. Mm-hmm. They should make a board game of Dan to Dan.
Oh, God. Too soon, but it will happen.
Wow. I was thinking about the previous episode. That's why. Oh, wait. Today's what? Today's Wednesday? Tomorrow is a new episode. Yay. So, wait. So excited. I gotta be honest. And John can answer this question too. Can actually corroborate this answer. It's been a long time since I've been hyped for an anime.
Yeah.
It's been a long time. It's been a long time since I've been like, yes, the new episode is out. Let me see if it's already out. I don't think so, but I think that they should make a Dan to Dan board game. I don't know. Or sorted online. I know that they did one. Remember that we got one from SAO, and it was so complicated that we didn't even play it. And guys, everything came like in a box like this small.
Yeah. The funny fact was when he saw it, he was like,
I was so mad. I was so mad because that was a Kickstarter, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was.
So I was really mad. Okay, so the episode is still not out. Maybe in 30 minutes. But I was so mad because the reason why I was so mad is because in the Kickstarter they like sold to us that the game was going to be like a actual board game with they showed us figures and everything. And when it went live, we got it. I we got the most expensive one that I think was like $60. And the only thing that we got, guys, was a small box. A small box. That's all. A small
And
box. A couple of the dices were like Kickstarter exclusive, and I think that the
yeah,
artwork on the cards, and that was all.
and acrylic standees
And acrylic standees, yeah.
because they couldn't afford miniatures.
I was so mad. I was so mad because I am a big fan of Sword Art Online, and I understand SAO has bad seasons. I am a little. I'm from that little group of people that will tell you yes, there is bad seasons. And I'm not gonna lie, but for I really did like SAO. At least SAO is on my band of wagon of like animes. Obviously my all time favorite is Initial D, and right now I'm watching MF Ghost, and I'm so into MF Ghost as well. Um, it's so odd that I have not yet gone into the One Piece train, but I've been thinking about it. Um, it's a bad idea, I know. But
See you
but
in
yeah,
30 years.
to me in 30 years, correct. But I'm really excited, John. Like I'm really excited about of everything that we're going to be doing. I'm super excited for next year. I hope the next year all of our plans go through the right path. Um, all of the team members are hyped inside of our team. So we're ready for this upcoming year, and I'm really stoked for all the content that we're going to be providing for everybody. And now, John, when is the next episode of Put It on the Table going to be released?
So the next episode, we're gonna do it for January. We're gonna provide that first episode of the new year because it's the third episode, but it's our new episode for this 2025.
Yeah, so it's something that me and John spoke about. We're gonna sit down. I am going to provide him all the tools like that he can record everything properly, like that he can edit his content if he does like videos during the week, and he can tell me like, hey, I scheduled my content for this date. Um, and we're just excited for everything. And next year, pay attention to our social media. So follow us in all of our social media, Cardboard Cave Podcast, like that. You will get the exact date of when Put It on the Table episode 3 will be released with this title and everything. And there's more content coming your way. Now, John, where can the people find you?
So they can find me other than here and in Cardboard Cave. You can also find me on Instagram. You can find me as J Perspective Arts. That's where I'm dedicated to my miniature painting, board games, and such games. And you can also find me also as well. It's going to be in TikTok there as well as J Perspective Arts. You will find me there. With those names, you will find me posting all my content there as well.
Amazing. Now, guys, you guys know where to find me here in the Cardboard Cave. If you guys send us a DM for just to ask a question about our content or about TCG or board games, I will be the one answering you or one of the guys. So all of our social media is run by all of the team members, and as well, if you guys want to help us out, we're about to reach 3,000 followers on TikTok. So help us out to reach the 3K mark before the year ends, and we're super excited about that. And as well, before I say my last piece of social media, don't forget, if you guys want to spice up your decks in Magic the Gathering, just go ahead and go to ultrasleeves.com /cardboard cave, or use our code Cardboardcave to get 10% off your order. The information is going to be down below. As well, you can follow me in Reel In Films. I am a movie critic as well, and we are doing a lot of content before the year ends. So, nothing, guys. Thank you for everything that you guys have done for us. Thanks for all of your support. We're so excited to be working with John for this content and many things that are coming our way. So, we will see you guys in the next one.